Good evening and welcome to the campus of Bethel College for tonight's contest between Mount Vernon Nazarene University and your Bethel College Pilots. Bethel welcomes all players, officials, and spectators to today's game. As participants in the NAIA's Champions of Character initiative, we ask each of you to help create a positive competitive environment by showing respect for one another. On behalf of the Crossroads League and Bethel College, please enjoy tonight's game. Will everyone please stand and gentlemen kindly remove your hats for prayer, followed by the playing of our national anthem. Heavenly Father, we thank you for this day that you've given us where we can come to play the game of soccer. Pray that you would bless these men, keep them injury free, may they play to the best of their abilities. In Jesus' name we pray, amen. Now for the starting lineups. First for Mount Vernon, Nazarene. Number 1, Josh Dunn. Number 4, Gerardo Rivas. Number 6, Matt Roldan. Number 2, Logan Thompson. Number 9, Connor Davis. Number 11, Tim Kasparik. Number 14, Brandon Mount. Number 16, Gerardo Molina. Number 19, Josh Orecchio. Number 22, Ben Fuller. And number 26, Nick Allison. Ladies and gentlemen, we now present one of the most decorated programs in NAIA soccer history. With over 47 years of soccer tradition, representing more than 40 countries, this program boasts 9 NAIA championship tournament appearances, more than 100 all-league selections, 27 NAIA All-Americans, 14 league championships, 8 league tournament championships, and 1 NCCAA national championship. Here are the men representing this team tonight. Number 1 in goal, Phil Keller. Number 6, Finn Lubin. Number 7, Lucas Morera. Number 10, team captain Samuel Beek. Number 13, Richard Antiveros. Number 14, Rolfson Clevois. Number 17, Jardel Oliveira Santos. Number 22, Tanner Gibson. Number 23, Jackson Didion. Number 20, Elijah Kerr. And number 32, Zach Schoon. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together one more time. It's game night with your Bethel College Pilot. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another game night with Bethel College. Tonight they're taking on Mount Vernon Nazarene University. Mount Vernon Nazarene, coached by Zach Gansberg, former assistant coach for Bethel College, actually joined on the bench with a couple other pilots. We have former grad assistant and former player. So we look for a good match tonight. This, of course, was a game that was made up from last night when we had postponement due to inclement weather conditions. So I will be with you through the first half tonight with commentary, but unfortunately, due to the timing postponement, won't be able to carry you through the half. So we'll keep you informed of this first half, though. The ball there by number 9, team captain Connor Davis for Mount Vernon Nazarene. Broken up here, Samuel Beek with the ball now. Looking to move it through to Clairvoix, but giving a ball up and a shot right to the hands of Phil Keller. Very fortunate for Bethel, able to do that. I'm now joined by Mark Yoder, co-host here for a little while, and brought his team from Bremen over. Good to have you again, Mark.
Well, thanks for having me, Matt. Appreciate being here.
Yep. So we're just talking about the Bethel crew coaching Mount Vernon now, Zach Gansberg. So we look for a good-natured rivalry here out of a lot of Bethel's coaches and former players on sidelines.
Yeah, certainly a homecoming match for these coaches, and I'm sure that's going to give them a little extra motivation maybe to come back here and beat the alma mater.
Yep. Now you seem in good spirits. Went and talked to him before the game, wished him good luck, so we'll see how it goes. That's Zach Schoon there, looking to play target man, giving up the ball. Now to Mount Vernon's back line. See an awful lot of green over there in the stands. How many did you bring with you?
28. 28 guys. Very excited to be here. See the college game played the right way. Learn from these young men on the field tonight. Looks like the pitch is holding up pretty well for all the rain that came down here in Mishawaka last night as well. We'll see how it holds up throughout the game.
Yeah, we had our alumni game on Saturday, and of course we had that rain on Saturday, and it was just absolutely soggy out here. So it's nice to see it has rebounded and drained quite a bit. And there's Samuel Beek to challenge with an excellent challenge, looking for a counterattack here. Up top finds Jardel to Lucas Moreira. Moreira with the shot, and that will go wide to the
behind the play here. We got a Nazarene player down. Looks to be something possibly in the shoulder. Kind of an innocuous challenge. Not sure what happened.
Well, we hope he's okay, but he looks like he's in an awful lot of pain. Trainer goes out. So I think we're going to be a little while here. As far as Mount Vernon goes in the conference, let's see here. They are standing at 0-2-2 right now in the Crossroads League. So they're definitely going to be hungry for a win. Bethel is at 2-2-0 and had a couple of tough games there. They had their most recent match against Huntington actually lost 4-0. Were you able to catch any of that online?
Yeah, I did. You know, very interesting. After coming off a couple games with a lot of scoring for the Pilots, really kind of waking up the offense, and then just struggled against the Huntington team. So it'll be exciting to see if we can pick that scoring prowess back up in this game, possibly take advantage of a team that maybe is a little bit down on their luck.
Yeah, I was able to catch some of the Grace game. They had some feed issues after a bit of time there. But from what I did see, Grace put in an excellent defensive effort, had a couple of opportunities, some bobbles in the box, and put their opportunities away. So Bethel now scoreless in the last two games. What are they going to need to do here to make this happen, Mark?
Well, sometimes you hit those rough patches or runs of spells where just things don't seem to be going your way, and sometimes it's just a refocusing of the forwards, willing to take more chances, more opportunities, and be willing. If you can get your forward line to just take those opportunities and start building their own confidence, sometimes that's all it needs.
Well, it looks like the players coming off the field might have a dislocated shoulder or something there. Doesn't look good as he's escorted off the field. And we'll see if we can get a player number here.
Yeah, looks like number 16 for Mount Vernon. That's Gerardo Molina. He's the sophomore midfielder from, looks like El Salvador, but obviously in an awful lot of pain there in the left shoulder. So play will resume. Morera will play short to Lubin. Back to Morera, who looks to play it across. Lofted ball to the back post. Beak is there, but unable to get to it, and that'll go for a goal kick.
Yeah, interesting there. Bethel stacks the back post and then runs all of those players forward as the ball goes back out on the second attempt in the corner there. Looks like a scripted play, just didn't quite work out for him.
Yeah. On those types of balls, what type of delivery? That looked like a long lofted ball there. What should they be looking for on a play set up like that?
Well, I'd say with you got some taller guys in the back like Beak, you want to drive that ball in at the height where they can attack that with their head rather than having to jump backwards at it.
Schoon for the challenge. Vernon able to get it away and looking to find a way out. Jardel able to break it up. Morera now. And looks like it'll be one-on-one with the keeper. Defense clears away.
Bethel's pressure doing well there to force a mistake and getting a possible attempt on goal and now having possession in Nazarene's half.
Now Bethel's had some issues with pressure. They've been giving a lot of space to the other teams to pass around the back, and other teams have been pressuring them quite a bit. So we'll look to see that develop, but what are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, a lot of times if you can be the aggressor and if your press is keyed in, you can take advantage early of teams especially. You always have to be wary, of course, of how that's going to take a toll on fitness in the half, but if in this type of weather, Matt, I think you feel like you can run forever sometimes when it's a little bit colder. The lungs are invigorated, so I think you'll see hopefully a lot of pressing from the Pilots tonight to win the ball.
And looks like a tough ball given away there on a flat pass to the middle, and Mount Vernon will look to take advantage of it. Across the far side. It's going to be difficult for us to read these numbers tonight with that gray on blue. So bear with us. Looks like number 19 with the ball, that's Joss Orecchio. And team co-captain here, Gerardo Rivas, senior defender, looking to move the ball around as well.
And as they're looking to move that ball around the back, switch the fields quickly and get an attack from the other side.
And that's well done by Jackson Didion to clear the ball out twice there. Tanner Gibson with the extra effort gets the ball upfield. Jardel to challenge. And again, back around from Mount Vernon. We'll look to see Mount Vernon use number 4, Gerardo Rivas there for a lot of safety play, getting the ball back in possession out the backside. There's an attempted cross. Assistant referee says deflection, and it will be a corner kick for Mount Vernon.
Height-wise, it looks like we're fairly evenly matched here tonight on these corner kicks. Bethel might actually even have a slight height advantage in certain areas.
Now Bethel struggled a little bit on some of these matchups, finding the men. They're able to get it, but unmarked man on the back looks to send it in. Phil Keller with the dive and punch.
Oh, played right back in the middle.
Clearance by Clairvoix. But Jardel, extra effort, helps to clear it out. To the back post. Didion to challenge, still not cleared by Bethel. Way too much time in the box with the ball.
Well defended by the Bethel player there on a flick from that. Now there's a chance to break out.
And that's Clairvoix opting to go far sideline. Up to Morera now. A little bit slow on the counter there, allows Vernon to get quite a few players back, but given away there on an attempted pass to Jardel.
Starting to see a little bit of slipping from the players as they try to cut and turn, but that'll probably be likely tonight with the field still fairly wet after last night's rain.
Coach Tiago Pinto there looking to get his men situated. And again, given a little space here, cushion on the back line, and unable to find those marks. One thing when you're giving people space, you often look to see those midfielders poised to take action there. But on that play, wide open man able to get the ball right through.
Yeah, I got to cover those middle spaces if you're going to give that time and space to move the ball across the back line. It gives you the opportunity to anticipate the pass and step in. Coach Gansberg asking them to step very, very high here and press Bethel. Again, Nazarene looking to move the ball around the back, and could be an opportunity. Kind of a weak challenge there, lets the ball run out.
And right now, fans, if you head over to the Bethel College men's soccer page, we've just updated the link for the live game, so feel free to comment. Let us know if you're joining us today, where it is that you're watching from. We had, as far as I think, Thailand last time.
Excellent. Never been there. How about you, Matt?
Never. But it's nice to know that we can reach folks there. We had Bethel alumni Doug Eubank, who was over there.
All right, Doug.
So we'll see what corner of the world Doug's watching from tonight. Who knows? Of course, it was something like 7 in the morning there.
Bethel's spending a lot of time in their own half right now. Nazarene pretty comfortable just kind of moving that ball again and then looking for open space. It's a good press there.
That's been par for the course here with Jardel all year long. He really likes to pressure the ball when he gets a chance.
Bethel's had numerous opportunities once they've won the ball to break down through the middle of the field and possibly start these counters, but Nazarene is getting multiple bodies behind the ball very quickly.
They're getting bodies behind the ball, but you notice how they're all in one straight line.
Yeah, very
there.
deep as well.
That's going to be very difficult for them to defend those balls outside the 18 there if they're going to stay in a line. So that's that flattening, not a lot of depth in there. So hopefully Bethel can take advantage of that.
Take some early shots from outside the 18, make the defense step out, then maybe find those gaps in behind the defense later as they have to press out to stop the shot.
There's a ball across. Schoon able to pick it off, plays it up to Jardel. Jardel with the one touch on to Finn Lubin. Finn Lubin looking to return it to Jardel. Keeper able to scoop it. Well done by Vernon's keeper to come out and read that play. Dangerous counter, but nothing comes of it for Bethel. Other updates from the Crossroads League while we're waiting here. Spring Arbor sits atop, and they are number 20 in the NAIA polls right now with an overall 11-3-0 record and perfect 5-0-0 in conference so far. They're certainly the team to beat. Tough players, followed by Grace, and we talked about Bethel playing them. They are 9-2-3 overall with a 3-0-2. After that, you have Huntington, who recently beat Bethel at 3-1-1 in the conference, and then Bethel at 2-2-0. So Bethel sitting at number 4 in the conference definitely would like a win here to move to 3-2-0 and put themselves in contention to get a decent seed in the conference tournament.
Absolutely.
So talk to us about conference tournament a little bit, Mark. How important is it to get a better seed? What does that mean for the team?
I think for one, it just builds confidence right off the bat, knowing you're the higher seed and you earned that. So it can build that mentality right away for the players. Number two, a lot of times, obviously, then, if you can play at home, that's huge. Get a home crowd involved in it, know your field, know your pitch, not have to travel to the game. That can also be really big for the team.
Gibson to chase, unable to get in front of it, but challenges and able to win a throw-in. He'll give it to Didion for the throw.
Nazarene willing to keep a very deep line here. Now they're starting to press forward. But the Bethel players trying to pull that line back onto their half. A lot of space to be had on the field if Bethel can move the ball quickly.
Bethel struggling there, and fortunate as looks like a clip on the ankle. Brought Ontiveros down, gives a free kick. But the initial error by Ontiveros almost results in a bad situation for Bethel. Direct ball played up top. Moreno looks like he's able to win it. Not a lot of white around him. There Lubin comes to support now, and he has it. He'll look to play the ball across. A little too late, though, and deflection goes for a throw-in for Bethel.
See a little bit dancing in the corner there, possibly waiting for a play to develop.
Now Clairvoyant with the ball.
Again, we're seeing Nazarene just very, very deep defensively. Even the forwards coming back into that line you talked about, we're seeing probably 7 or 8 guys nearly in a line in their own 18. Bethel, if we can move the ball fast enough outside of that 18 and maybe hit a shot back across, it gives some really good opportunity to score.
And there you saw that breaking down a bit, where a man steps forward and allows Jardel to slip back behind the line, receive the ball.
Absolutely.
So the only choice Vernon had was to foul there, and now we have a free kick in a very dangerous place. So Lubin and Moreta will line up, the right-footed Moreta, left-footed Lubin, and they'll discuss who's going to be taking this one. Ball looped in to the keeper on a deflection, but easily played.
Yeah, no one back post there either to challenge that ball. Looked like all the Bethel players had pulled forward.
Seems like we have a bit of a miscommunication on some of these, where the runs and the balls are not matching up. Vernon able to win the ball down the sideline, cuts it back in. And same issue there, Bethel has a flat line as well and able to take advantage almost identically. Ball goes over without issue, and Bethel will have the corner or the goal kick.
With about 15 minutes gone in this half, hasn't been a real clear-cut chance for either side yet. It's trouble to keep her too much.
Tough ball played back to Keller, handles it well. And one thing I've seen that's a little bit different here is no team able to really maintain a clear possession. A lot of quick counterattacking ball, and that seems to be what we've seen from a lot of Bethel games this year.
Yeah. I'd like to see possibly just as that break happens, more numbers pushing higher, faster, get more numbers in that attack, take advantage of the space in front again, or even behind as those lines start to come back out. Fortunate turnover there.
And again, you have a double-edged sword there. Counterattacking soccer can produce some really nice opportunities. But we've seen in years past with Bethel where it's a lot of patient play that didn't result in much of an opportunity.
Yeah, absolutely. And obviously you're lending yourself to counterattack as well if you push numbers too high. Leave the spaces open, but with the number of people that the Cougars are dropping back right now, I think Bethel's fairly safe to push those numbers forward.
I think we haven't quite seen a big breakout player. Beek did an excellent job in a couple games there putting the ball in the back of the net, but still looking for that go-to guy up top that Bethel can thread the ball through, maybe a target man that they can play off of to make it happen.
Yeah, and he might actually, in the position he's at right now, if Bethel can get deep enough that ball and then play it back across the 18, might be able to hit a shot that troubles the keeper from outside tonight.
Beek to challenge. A step in by Lucas Moreta, and Pilots have the ball back. Now they look to possess a bit.
A lot of space out here to the right. They can find Schoon out here to the right. He might be away to the races.
You haven't seen a lot of switching play either through the midfield. Hard foul there. Looks like Elijah Kerr. Coach Gansberg wanted a card on that one. Referee says no and will award the free kick only. And Mount Vernon's goalkeeper getting into the action a little bit here as he's getting towards midfield.
Looks like Bethel's have everyone back to defend this.
Excellent ball through. Keller punched it away. Keller opting to do an awful lot of punches this year. A little bit safer to get the ball out of play, but then it does give the possibility of recovery and a second chance for the other team. Some hard play there on the sideline with Elijah Kerr. Ends up in a free throw or a throw-in for Mount Vernon.
Yeah, Bethel's very, very tight defensively right now, not wanting to give Nazarene a lot of time.
Unmarked man. They left the captain, Connor Davis, wide open in the box on that.
That's going to be a foul.
Jardel goes in hard, shoulder to shoulder.
Just a little bit late there to be making that kind of shoulder tackle. coaches from Mount Vernon asking the players to drive this into the box, maybe create a little chaos with the numbers that are currently there.
There's
Keller with his height should be able to, yep.
And again, opts for the punch. This one cleared out wide. Not a bad opportunity for a punch as he went up against a Vernon player. Now we'll move forward, looking for the counter. And
Here's
you've
this
got
right-sided counter if you get it.
Zach Schoon with the ball. Again, a little bit slow, allows Mount Vernon to get back, but still an opportunity. Jardell not on the same page, though, and the ball is easily recovered by Vernon's goalkeeper, Josh Dunn.
It might be an opportunity where if the Pilots can get that ball out in front of Schoon, let him run in behind that defense and then play that ball across the box. Very difficult to defend when you're running towards your own goal.
Oh, and a good step by Rolfson Clairvoix. Almost results in the counterattack, but one back by Mount Vernon. Acres of space for Vernon on the right side of the field if they can switch it through, but unable to hit a man, and it rolls safely out of bounds.
Got another Mount Vernon player down here behind the play. Used to be maybe number 22.
Not sure what's going on there.
Oh, excuse me.
Oh, he's holding his arm as well. Looks like his left arm.
Not sure who we have here.
Yeah, it's number 22, but our roster doesn't have anybody by that number. So we're not sure who the player is. Of the player that's down from one of the assistant coaches. And on our roster, he's listed as number 32, so we'll make a note for that. So hopefully he's all right. He's a sophomore defender from Canton, Michigan. Went to Plymouth Christian School.
So we wait for the injured player to come off here. Notice that the Cougars have a lot of influence from Ohio and many players coming from that local region.
Yeah, a few of these. You've got schools like Mansfield Christian. I used to play against them in high school. Yeah, let's see who else we have. Marion Pleasant. There's Central Ohio as well. We have some Cleveland players. We even have one from South Bend, Indiana. Or he claims South Bend. He went to Penn, it says. Looks like players off the field now. Again, it looks like it's maybe an elbow injury. I don't know if he came down on it hard or it was part of a challenge, but he's going to be out for a little bit. Looks like he's able to move it, so maybe some kind of twist or a sprain, hard knock on the bone. So it looks like play will restart with a Bethel throw-in.
This can be kind of hard as well on these cold days. Like I said, you can run for a long time as long as you're warm, but these long stoppages of play can really take the energy out of you as your muscles start to tighten up. Hopefully we'll see the players just keep moving and keep the flow of the game moving here.
I just noticed the Mount Vernon keeper is wearing short sleeves and shorts, and when you're sitting there and not moving around that much, man, that can get awfully cold. So we'll see if that factors into his play.
You may not be able to tell from the film either, but there's quite a bit of wind blowing through tonight, cooling down the temperatures even further.
And that last play, got to mention that nice touch there by Jackson Didion to sweep the ball by the defender. Nicely done. Tanner Gibson looking to play to Finn Lubin. Excellent playmaker through the middle. I believe he's still Bethel assist leader. Beek with an excellent switching ball. That's that play that we were talking about. Unable to get out to Schoon, but it does result in a ball for deep in Mount Vernon's territory.
That's the thing about those quick switches. If you can just play a dangerous ball, even if your player doesn't get onto it, it puts the other team in a lot of pressure, and then you can lock them in those corner spaces, win the ball back quickly, and attack the goal.
Looks like we're having a problem with our live feed. We'll see if we can get it fixed.
swear I didn't touch anything.
All right, looks like we're back up and running again. We had some issues with our feed. Not sure how long that's been going on. But still 0-0 with 23 minutes left in the half.
Plenty of players up, warming up. Perhaps Coach Pinto looking to make some key subs here before the half's over. Another ball out wide right. Just can't quite find Schoon on that right side to get it to his feet.
Yeah, for those who are joining us now that we have the feedback up, if we have any technical issues, head on over to the Bethel College Facebook page and let us know. Out here, there's a bit of a dodgy connection at the box, so we have to reset it when that happens, and we don't know that it's happening unless you tell us. So keep us informed, and we'll keep you here live with the game. Bethel had one of their first real opportunities a minute ago there. Good chance in the box. Keeper ended up with the ball. Coach Pinto was looking for a penalty kick, but none called. So again, those of you who are with us, head on over to Bethel College men's soccer page. Look at the link for the game and let us know where you're watching from.
Quick attack there from the Cougars. No real threat to the goal. Keeping a pretty tight back four. Again, pulling in. I think there's space to be had on the width for Bethel if they can get this ball outside defeat and attack in with numbers going forward.
Ball played up, looking for Finn Lubin. Now Schoon, nice little bit of passing play there from Beek and back around to the line. Ponteveros will play it back to Keller, and Bethel will reset.
Schoon calling for the ball out here on the right again. I think he sees the same thing we do. There's a lot of open green space if he can get the ball.
I think one of the issues Bethel's having is a lot of their distribution plays coming from deep in the back line, where if you're getting that ball that's played into a midfielder in time and space, he can look to turn and play the ball through to Schoon. But very difficult to send a 70-yard ball from far side of the field all the way out.
Yeah, it gives the defense too much time to shift, react to that ball.
And we see a lot of this now where you get a lot of bodies packed in one place.
Here's that opportunity.
Beek saw it, but read by the defense.
Yeah, just haven't quite been able to beat that first man. Get the ball top.
Looks like the field took out another player. That's number 9. The captain, Connor Davis, went down after a slip there and slow to get up. Another chance for Bethel. Zach Schoon able to take the ball to the inside. Will take a shot. It might have been a pass, hard to tell, but Jardell was in the area and he will see it out.
Again, sometimes just got to be willing when you're up top there to create a play, have a shot, cause some havoc. It can grow you in confidence and also can scare the defense and the keeper.
Another throw in here for Mount Vernon.
I think he might be calling a dead ball. Looks like we're going to have a free kick for the Cougars.
For those who may have missed, and if you're, we have our feed down again. think this cold weather is going to keep causing us problems. Again, I have a little more technical difficulty here. For those who may have missed early if our feed was down, just wanted to make sure that Mount Vernon fans were aware that number 16, Gerardo Molina, the sophomore midfielder from El Salvador, he went down with a shoulder injury, and looks like he'll be out for the game. We did have Ben Fuller on the back line go out with an apparent elbow injury, but able to come back into the game now. Still looks like he might be favoring it a bit. But we're at 0-0 with 18 minutes left in the first half. Bethel with 3 shots to Mount Vernon's 2. Neither team having a real clear opportunity, and these keepers haven't had to make much in the way of saves. So we'll see if we can develop that. Overlapping run here by Jackson Didion. He's going to play the ball through, and that's won by Mount Vernon.
It's a great ball across the box. Just need someone to get a foot in there, get an early shot on goal.
So we have 2 subs coming in, Bruno Yeager, and we have Jose Barquin coming to replace Finn Lubin. And not sure who the second sub was. Looks like Jardel, number 17. Jardel Santos coming off. So fresh legs, we'll see if he can make it happen. Barquin with that excellent right foot. We'll see if he can get on the ball and take a crack at it. Didion calling for the ball. Nice touch on it, moves it forward. Looks to hit Barquin, who is now in open space. He's got 1 to beat. Plays it in. Back to Didion. Didion unable to handle it and is dispossessed off the ball, but Clairvoix with a second chance here. Takes a nice touch, tries to chip it over. Keeper in good position. Pretty hopeful ball on that one.
Yeah. Perhaps just see that ball into the box sooner. Bethel had numbers up in the box, opportunities there. Looks like Schoon's pressed into the middle now. Maybe trying to use some of his speed to pressurize the defense, and the keeper sneak in and get an opportunity.
Now talk to us about those early chances in the box, Mark. What does it take for a team to catch the others, their opponent off balance?
Well, the faster you move the ball outside back to inside, the harder it is for the defense to shift. And if you can get a couple of your players aware that that ball's coming, you can really get a defense unbalanced and get yourself opportunities as they're unable to cover back. Nothing harder than running towards your own goal and covering. I mean, even just taking the chance could cause a deflection into your own net.
So how do you rate Bethel right now as far as being able to move the ball quickly?
I think we're starting to figure it out better. We've come out to this right-hand side a little bit faster a few times, and that's what's really created the problems. The left back for the Cougars is holding, giving that space, and had a couple overlaps, a couple quick passes that could have led to opportunities on goal.
Well, thank you for those who posted on the Bethel College men's soccer page. We had a note from Patty Keller to make sure that we fixed the live feed, so hopefully we got that back up. We've got William Dunn saying hello from Scotland. Maybe related here to Josh Dunn, goalkeeper.
Another one of those balls going around the backside on the right, playing it into the box, very dangerous. I've got to believe if we can continue this type of attack, one of these is going to be in the back of the net.
We've got also with us Lori Gansberg McMillan. That would be Zach's mom. Glad to have you joining us watching Zach. He's doing an excellent job.
2 Bethel players out here for the corner.
Jose Barquin looking to whip the ball in. Oh, and a dangerous ball ends up at Didion's feet. A little toss in, though. That's going to be an easy grab for the goalkeeper. Goalkeeper decides to run directly into Bruno Yeager.
That's a big body to be running into as well.
Yeah. Not sure why. Maybe we're just trying to prove whose box it is. It was always fun. I would never do anything like that in goal, giving a jab to somebody. Nice little game that we keepers like to play. Gansberg instructing his team to keep the ball, obviously looking to have a little more possession, but they opt to go long on that one, finding the target man, and ball will go Bethel's way, looking to build up the sideline. This is where Bethel, if they can find that midfielder to get the ball to and then have a switch around.
Quick transition through the midfield, maybe then a pointed attack from there.
Seems like we got a lot of passing patterns that are that horseshoe shape that are going all the way around the back and up the sideline, giving plenty of time for the teams to adjust.
I'd like to see the pilots here.
Jose Barquin on the ball, looks to take a nice touch around, but it's going to be a tough one for him to recover. Ball played back to the goalkeeper, Josh Dunn, who plays it out. Beek able to recover, but plays it right back into the defense.
Didn't quite see anything there, but
He said something about cleat on the top of the foot, so must have been an incidental on the follow-through.
Vernon unhappy with Barquin playing that ball with his hands back, wasting a little bit of time. Got a couple of subs getting ready for both sides here. With 12 minutes left, wanting to inject some energy.
So coming in, we have a couple players. That's number 9, Rene Colazos, and number 5, Luca Cardamone, and they will replace Lucas Morera and Zach Schoon. Looks like we have number 17 from Mount Vernon coming in, and that's Rodrigo Maruna. Rodrigo is senior midfielder from Sao Paulo, Brazil. And that would be, I believe, the hometown of none other than Coach Thiago Pinto. Cardamone goes to work right away, looking to challenge, wins the throw-in.
I think the Bethel coaching staff is seeing the same thing we are here, asking players to stay very, very far wide right, out of your screen even right now, utilizing that open space. I've had multiple attacks on goal from those opportunities going out wide right.
Looks like a good 1-2 combination play, and even a third add in there. Cardamone looks to move the ball, deflected back to Kerr, to Clairvoix, and back out to Beek. Bethel will reset. Everybody in the attacking end now. Again, deep switch. Coach Pinto wanted the foul, but nothing given. Yeager to Didion. Didion looks to find Clairvoix with the slower pass. It looks like we're back up. And taken by the keeper.
Some difficulties again with the video feed here. We'll try to keep you updated. We got an opportunity for Bethel here in front of the goal.
Jose Barquin with the pass, tried to sneak it by Vernon's keeper, Josh Dunn, able to grab it fairly easily on that one. He read it very, very well. Not usually the kind of shot we see from Barquin.
Yeah, just not moving fast enough. Strong hand from the keeper was able to stymie the shot. Excellent attack on goal. Lots of open space in the center of that 18 box for Bethel to attack on that play. For the past 10 or so minutes here, it's been all Bethel offensively having the better chances on goal. Last time I was here with you, Matt, we talked about this quite a bit, needing to take advantage of one of these before we go into half. It's a huge confidence booster, mentality booster, leading going into halftime. Dangerous switch across the back. Keller tries to head that ball away.
Ball played across the middle. Here's an opportunity for Mount Vernon with a late tackle. Another option. Deflection, it will be a corner kick. Looks like player down for Bethel is Clairvoix. And he came in late to that challenge. He was fortunate not to have a free kick and a card on that one. Once again, if you're watching us, head on over to Bethel College men's soccer page. Let us know where you're watching from. If you have any commentary, questions you have to ask about the game, feel free to participate, and we'll get you any information that you need. Punch out by Keller there. Also, just feel free to leave your name and we'll give you a shout out.
It's interesting, quite a bit of contact.
Ooh, very difficult play there. Beek with an unfortunate touch went right to one of Vernon's players, unable to convert though. So fortunate for Bethel, and here they are out the other side. Vernon trying to foul, unable to get to Didion. Play goes to Barkeen with the one touch. Barkeen goes to shoot, but not enough foot on the ball. Ends up in Josh Dunn's hands once again.
Very quick attack from the Pilots, so that's a little bit better seeing that counterattack result in a shot on goal. A little more venom behind that shot, challenged the keeper. It was interesting on the corner here before this, Matt. The referee looking straight at two players, really physically aggressive before the ball was kicked. Kind of just let it go. So we'll see if that's going to be a precedent going forward, how much contact he's going to allow before the ball is played from the corner.
There's a chance for Mount Vernon. Ball goes by two forwards. Bethel very lucky on that one. Not sure where the markup issues were. Hey, we have, that looks like a tough foul. And ref will signal timeout. This might be a card.
And there it is.
So we have person watching with us. We have Chris Moses. Long time ago, Chris Moses played with us here. It says, great to see the old field. Who's running the camera all over the place? Is that you, Carol? No, it is not me. We are having issues with the camera right now and the video cable. So the operator's kind of working blind here, but we'll try and get it fixed. We're having all kinds of difficulties today, but we'll try and keep you updated as much as possible. Ball played in, left foot, and that is Tanner Gibson going up and just dominating the ball in the air.
Yeah, for now, Chris, you're just going to have to deal with the silky smooth sounds that are Mr. Carroll's voice.
And coming into the game, we have number 4, William Dos Santos. He's going to replace Jackson Didion. William coming off the bench, he's been a starter in just about every Bethel game. Got into some card trouble earlier in the year. Had to sit out, but an excellent player, but been notorious for being late on a couple challenges.
Cougars with a little bit of an extended period of pressure here in the Bethel half these last couple minutes. Had a few opportunities on goal even. Bethel will want to make sure to lock this half out, not want to give up a goal late in the half, and see if they can also push forward like we talked about and get that goal. They've had plenty of opportunities. Love to see them put one away before the half ends.
An excellent ball played in, and two Mount Vernon players unable to get to it. So Bethel having some issues marking in the box. Here's looking for a switch. This is going to find Barkeen to challenge. And up the line for Mount Vernon here. Elijah Kerr still going after the ball, or that might be Cardamone.
That's an excellent ball played out of the back to start that counterattack, take the pressure off the defense.
Bethel did well there to make sure they had pressure on the midfield players. Ball played over the top here. Tanner Gibson, 2 plays in a row. He had to make the run all the way up into midfield, and then on the way back, wins it. Barkeen, tough play for Barkeen. Indirect free kick. Referee will call dangerous play on that.
Apparently the player not hurt quite as bad as he had first indicated. Ball gets through.
Vernon finding their target man and wins the corner.
See again here how physical the referee allows them to get before this corner is taken. Look for some individual matchups.
So we're about 3 minutes left here in the first half. Score 0-2, but that doesn't really tell the story of the game. We've had some opportunities here from both teams. Probably the two best opportunities coming to Bethel, but Mount Vernon certainly knocking on the door.
Again, a lot of contact before that corner's taken. Bethel player hitting the ground, not sure if there was.
Excellent trap and shot there by the defensive captain, Gerardo Rivas.
Bethel takes that quickly, trying to take advantage of maybe the Cougars not paying attention, but not finding anyone on this right-hand side.
And again, it seems like Bethel's skipping the entire midfield as far as distribution. Not sure if that's an issue of Bethel's tactics or Mount Vernon's defense doing a good job.
A little bit late on the shift. It's going to allow Vernon to break out during that right side. I've seen the Cougars grow a little bit in confidence here in this last 8 to 10 minutes of this half here. Just about 2 minutes remaining. Don't want to give up anything right now.
I think the confidence is well deserved. They've done a good job connecting with players at the front of the field and defending well on passes like that. So they definitely have had the edge here the last few minutes. Call is going to be a corner kick or a goal kick on that one. Ball went out of bounds around the goalkeeper. With 1:20 left.
Yeah.
Colazzos with the ball. Tough touch, but still comes up with it. Tanner Gibson. Not sure what the communication issue was there, but the ball goes out of bounds. Throw in for Mount Vernon.
Here the Bethel players telling each other to be smart in this last minute of the game. That's exactly right. You have to be very, very focused not to give anything away these final minutes.
And there, Mount Vernon doing an excellent job of passing through the midfield until that last one there, but able to connect with their midfielders where Bethel struggled a little more. That's undoubtedly going to be an offside if he gets to it anyway.
Bethel players pressing high, pressing hard, trying to make life difficult.
And maybe the last effort here by Mount Vernon with 20 seconds left in the half, and it will be a throw-in for Bethel, and that should take us to halftime.
Referee's calling it back, another ball on the field still before the throw.
So that should wrap it up for us with 5 seconds left. And that will be full time. So going into half now, thoughts on this one before we sign off here for the half?
Oh, it took a long time for really either team to get.
Now we're up. Thoughts here on the second half. Keys for the match here, Mark.
Yeah, you know, it took a long time for either team to get traction. I think Bethel did well to finally start getting that ball outside around the back and then into the box, and just, you know, Vernon doing a good job of playing those out, not letting that be dangerous. Couple key opportunities on goal, though. Just needed a little more power behind him to beat the keeper. Vernon with the pressure there at the end of the first half. I'd like to see Bethel, like you said, maybe play the ball quicker through the middle to change that attack, and perhaps not just look from the outside, but also look to take that ball straight through the middle sometimes. Pressure there where there could be space found.
Yep. Well, at this point, we will leave you for the half, and I will be heading out. Mark may be here for part of the second half, and hopefully we can get some tech issues straightened out. But thank you for joining us, and feel free to leave comments there on the Bethel College men's soccer page, and we'll look to join you here second half.
Stay classy, world.
assured. I'm sure you're missing these little puns. I'm assured, get a settlement is finna come and still shining if I'm jacked for every nickel son. Cause no way I'ma die slow, no way I'ma die slow. Won't break, I will not fold. Cancel my tour, not my soul. I go blindfold in and out of time zones. I'm in my zone, put it up on your iPhone, leaving your mind blown. Looking for his arrival. I can see him right down all in the white horse, looking like OJ in the Bronco. And I'm learning when I've flown. Flights make my perspective stronger. The higher that I go with grace, everything below is smaller. I must do it this well. He holds my airways. I breathe for the heavy flow. Forevermore. Yes, I'm willing to name, like I'm singing in the exit row. I gotta make an exit though. What will they remember though? Who I was born, how with metaphors, standing in truth, but I was so strong.
good. We're good. Yes, yes. That's fine. Yes, Anna, on his back. Tuck in, Manny, tuck in. Yes, good stuff. Yes. Good boy. Time, G, time. Dribble. That's fine, work across, Jardel, work across. Dribble. Open. Movement from the nine. Start. Yeah. Go foul. Get up, push, go. Yes. Through. No foul. Yeah. Not moving. Let him know. Work, Roland. Just in shape, right? Work, get into shape now. Get down. Get a face. You can get across, Logan. You can get across on 10. Roddy.
Elijah, pinch in for now.
Work. Now you drop. What you want from the man? Roddy, beware. Come on. Logan, how quicker? Hey, support him, G, support him. Beat him. Forward. Good time, G, good time. Come on, school, work.
Hey, it's emergency. Scott, you gotta get back. Beat you, gotta get back. Help. Hey, we know.
Yes, Elijah, shift. Everybody semi. Go ahead, Elijah. Stand your ground. Take your time. In the box. I'm not too little.
Keep working. Head up.
Hey! Come on, William! Yes, William! Yes, Ben! Scoop! Yes, Jardel! Keep it! Keep it! Bicho! Come on! Right shoulder! Ben! We have to win it! We have to win it! Yes, Sammy! Yes, Elijah! Well done, Elijah! Good! Come on, Ben! Here we go! Be smart! He's working! Keep moving, they'll play you. They'll find you at some point. Keep moving, you're good. You're good. Start. Bicho, there. Bicho. Come on, Bicho. Get him, Bicho. Get him, Jardel. Go shoot it. Stay up, that's good. Move it, guys. Move it. Come on, move. Let's go. Yeah, The game is starting to get hectic. Jardel is on. Hold it, Jardel. Hold it. Arms, boys, arms. Hold it. Jardel. How many from him? Let him keep swinging at our players. We're done. Jardel, one. Hey, all over the place. Come on. He does it all the time. Hey, no more. Let's go. Push out. Hey, he's got 5 fouls too. Same guy. Roll it. He's holding his arm. How's he supposed to play? Thank you. Hold on. Ben, get in. Josh. Hold. Roddy, hold. Hey. Roll off. Over number 20. Danny, Luca. Good. Hey, where's the other guy there? He needs 2, eh? 2. Good ball. Work, rough the 6 seconds, rough.
The better guy against the guy just beat me in qualified college, but he's busting it.
Well done, Mitro. Go on, Jardel. Hey! What's the ball? Time, Roddy. Dribble, Roddy. Dribble, keep going if you're not going to pressure. Occupy. Let's go. Get around him. Logan.
What?
Sammy, let's keep it. Mitchell, no! Ah! Yes, look up! Look up!
Hey, you go relax, Sammy. Elijah, take a look, huh? Come here, then one. Good.
Julian, go inside a little bit. Inside. Let Sammy play. Let Sammy play.
Work, Sammy, work! Work! Go! Yes! Other way! Hey, skip one!
Good, Lucas, good.
Dribble, G, dribble! Big touch. Nice play. Ready. Quality. That's awesome. Ready. Take the lane, Marty, take the lane. Pizza, good!
Look at you. Look at you.
One more!
Way left.
Dribble. Dribble. You're faster. Yes, good. No foul, no hand. Hands up. Here we go. Force it back. Don't let him turn.
Yes, it's a shot. Get there.
Hey, Ronald, come on. Yes, Lucas, go on. Hey! Come on. Oh. Dribble, Josh. Yes. Find G. Find G. Time. Start going. Work it, Blue. Super. Hey, set up. Go, boys. Set up.
Let's go. You can't go. Go down.
Go down. Go down, Ben. Ben, go down.
Ben.
Bicho!
Yeah, Ben.
Ben, you can do it. Come on. Get front post on the 6.
Hey, Nick, play the center back into the roll of center the corner. And then tell him.
Good top of the 18. Ronnie, 118. Go on the 18. 118. Push up. Push it there. Ladro! Work! Forward, Elijah! Come on, boys. Hey, bit higher.
Yes, up, Phil.
Up, get it. Tuck in Elijah with him. Tuck in. Hey, come on, boys. Hey, come on. Let's go, come on, Blue. Come on, Blue. Good time, G. Good time. There you go, Josh. Let's go. What we see him. Oh, yeah. Roll him.
Careful! Time. Danny, keep working. Too easy. Yes, Elijah. Release it. Get Jardel. Go, Jardel. Go. Get the ball. Hey, ball ready. Ball ready. Play from there. It's out. Other way. Dribble. Rolo. Dribble. Yes. Yes, get in. Hey, come on. Renee. Go, boys. Hey, go. Hey, Connor. Hey, come on, Connor. Keep leading them. Lead them, Connor. Yes. Go to the ball. Come on, let's get one. Men on. Go forward. Line. Work. Shift, Cap. Yes, good, Roddy. Drop. It's a throw. It's no foul. Hey. No gap. Shift. Work, Logan, work. Come on, Eddie. Come on. Hey, G, hit one. No. Let it go. Go long with one. G, go long with one. Lucas, evolve, Lucas! Watch gap! Watch your front! Whoa! Roddy, you're going along with one, like we're supposed to. Get it to the middle a bit. It's on the other side of the field. Hey! Rolo! Stay goal side. Good. Hey! Challenge! Okay, good. G-shift. Got it on there. Let's go, go. Come on! That's dangerous! That's not six slows! Yep. G, try to play something in there right now with Danny in the game. Have Rolo play it to Danny. Step, Renee. Danny, step. Hi, Danny, on their last man. Sammy, drop. Sammy, drop. Work, Danny, good stuff. Good stuff. Work. And you gotta win it. Cross, Tyler, cross. Work, Tim, work. Go ball. Corner. Go ball. Blue ball.
Hey,
Set up.
tell from here. Hey, they can tell from here. Come on. Come on, ref.
Hey, one short.
Hey, win it!
Strong. Hey, strong. On 10.
Strong, come on! Stay
Gotta
focused!
win it!
Stay with them. Stay with your man. Challenge.
On your man! On your man!
No way, good. Good. Hey, is that out? Win it, Jackson. Win it, win it. Drop, Renee, drop, Renee. Hey, run. No way. In front. Hey, go. Josh. G, settle. Let's go long. Settle. Hey, Sammy, help win this in here. We have to win this in here. Sammy, help us win. Goal side. Good, Danny, goal winner, Danny. Goal side, G, goal side 17. Win it. Challenge. Good. Yes. Win the man. Hey. Hey. Shift. You where?
Yes, Danny!
Yeah. Settle. Ball. Tim.
Ball.
Good shape. Where is it? Why?
Tell the goalie to get that ball.
Tuck in a bit.
There's a ball at the goal.
Where's the ball boy go?
It's okay. Be nice, guys. We don't need that tone. Hey, here we go, Blue. Hey, focus. Up here. My bad. Danny, right there. Post up. Help us win.
3, 2, 1.